between. They rested several players in that final group obligations. There's 3 players who've actually started and finished every match for the Super Falcon. She only earned her first minutes in the previous match. The other change sees Gabriela Salgado make the 11 for the first time, resigned so far to a couple of both the players for South Africa who will be starting for the first time. Jermaine Siposenwe, who has already the latest installment in what has become a modern classic. As we get underway, Rabat's Olympic Stadium and the final await the winners. Line Andile Dlamini early on here, and she's very lucky to get that in her clutches. Rejane had a likely avenue of success for Nigeria this afternoon. What do you make of that tactic? As Siposenwe goes down under the challenge and wins a free kick in a great area.
Yeah, it's usual. I mean, this first 2 minutes, it's intensive, and we could see the Nigerian forwards running into that area ball that was produced.
In all the matches they've played so far, Dlamini 3 times and Nadozi 4 times. It's been a different equation for both, as it's lifted in here by South Africa. Still not cleared, and then looped fairly harmlessly towards goal. Plumped kept it alive. So Nadozi laying it off here to Ajibade. Good ball in, chested down beautifully. Oh, struck well, but just wide of the mark from Jennifer again.
Yeah, that was a great display there by the Nigerian offensive play. You could see how many numbers they get into the...
Jane gives the ball away to Plumped. Going over the top. It's a one-on-one situation here. Forced out wide, and Dlamini gets fingertips on that. Oh, he's firing off what was perhaps not the most ferocious shots, but still forcing the goalkeeper to do some work.
That's a good run from Ihezu and good supply from Plumte. On 1v1 situations like this, I think Nigeria will try to, use more of this to actually run down the South African defense. And good save by Dlamini, by the way. She's really been amazing in this tournament.
Yeah, is leading the line today, getting on the score sheet along with Hilda Magaya, who's on the bench. Ajibade with a late consolation. There she is, pinging the ball forward excellently. Oh, Dlamini makes the save, and the follow-up denied on the line by Makubela. Look at the earlier opportunity.
Wow, that was a good save from Makubela. Very, at the right place at the right time. Two saves almost at the same time. Very good defending.
There is, Makubela with the initial header, and then could that have been? In comes the corner. Dlamini grabs. Far too close to the goalkeeper, and considering the kind of aerial firepower that they have, didn't really. Ramalepe and lift her head. Goes for it. Looking to loop that into the top corner.
Yeah, that was a good try from her, but then should have, been on target.
Yeah. Victory in that match. And we don't need to speak too much more about 2016's semi-final. As Hilda Magaya comes forward, scrapes a shot towards goal that's dragged wide.
Yeah, that's the threat Magaya brings to the field, and having her control that ball, try to take defenders on, it's really an incredible thing to see. I think we need to see more of this.
Shot, Koronkwo. And India now. Striding onto that is Ayinde once again. Mbane took a lot of pace off the ball, but she did so illegally. Struck into her arm, and The match referee hesitated for just a second before pointing to the spot. Now we know, as has been the case in this tournament so far, VAR will take a look at this, and if they feel like there's any cause for the referee to reconsider, they will usher her over to the screen. Now the hand is away from the body. The responsibility falls to the captain. And she has squeezed it under the body of Dlamini, who's more than capable of keeping an opponent out from 12 yards. But this time around, it is the Atletico Madrid star who breaks the deadlock, and the Super Falcons are up and running. They draw first blood in this semi-final.
What a goal that was. I mean, Dlamini had a hand on it. She almost saved it. What a great goal that was for Rashida. Perhaps, you know, she added more pressure to it. That's the only way Dlamini couldn't have saved that ball. But
Side that's knocked out at the semi-final stage at the previous edition. Oh, and it looked like Dlamini had control of the ball.
yeah, this is actually a very worrying moment indeed for Dlamini. I don't know, haven't seen her this tense since this tournament. I think the rivalry between Nigeria and South Africa is somehow getting to her.
And then Ayinde. Okay, crossfield. Delightful touch from Alozi. Cross in from deep. And snaffled up by Andile Dlamini after Koronko couldn't bring it under a spell.
That was a good switch from Ayinde to Alozi. Good control and good ball delivery. I think Koronko just had a little bit of heavy touch on that ball. Nice control from Alozi.
Against Zambia was a throwback to a past era. 5 or more goals scored in a knockout game for the first time since 2006, says the referee. Says that now South Africa will have an opportunity to draw level from the spots. There's Hilda Magaya going down.
Yeah, we'll look at that again. And
redemption perhaps for 2018, when she was tasked with taking the penalty that would have kept the shootout alive and had her spot kick saved up against the very same opponent. She goes the same way. This time it's a goal, and South Africa are back level. Linda Motlalo showing nerves of steel when it mattered most. She got South Africa's first in their opening game against Ghana from the penalty spot. This one from 12 yards, far more consequential.
That was well dispatched from Linda Motlalo, and what a way to hand Nigeria their first.
Named in that team at the group stage. Yes, Jermaine Sipasenia swiftly up the other end, looking for Tresane, and this will be stopped on the line.
Indeed, a very good ball from Sipasenia. Man, what a peek out. And Chamakan Nadozie should have dealt with that ball, but then South Africa just got unlucky not to have converted that chance.
Of last season, there's Linda Motlalo. Look at the space here emerging for Jermaine Siposenwe. Just over the top. Scored against Nigeria in the 2022 edition of this tournament.
What an attempt that would have been if he had come on target. Good play by South Africa.
Hangs it up. Still not properly away. And then fired towards goal, but it comes after the call. And the stretcher being ushered on, and the reaction from the Banyana players tells us that something awful has happened here. Salgado off the field. Koronko. Alozi. Cross in from deep. It's a good-looking one. And it's gone in! Nigeria, in injury time, have re-established their lead. A deafening roar descending from the stands. Mission X is on for the Super Falcons.
Doesn't look like there's a touch there.
Yeah.
It could be Alozier's goal.
It could be.
Perhaps there's a big touch from. Doesn't look like. It doesn't look like Deborah had a contact on that ball. Looks like it is Alozier's goal. And then I was just talking about the long balls from Nigeria. You know, playing those balls behind.